Good morning, everybody. I'm Rachel Fallon with Compass Real Estate in Austin, and I'm really excited to show you this wonderful, spacious listing I have at 6705 Sutherland Trail. So let's take a walk through the home. So let's start over here. We've got this awesome little front porch, a nice view of your green space in your front yard. Beautiful day here in Austin. We are so blessed with the weather right now. So here we go into this great home. We're going to start off by this lovely, currently staged as a music room, and a shout out to the current owners and their musical skill. But this is one that we took and rearranged some furniture. So the piano was actually on this wall when the owners lived here, and they had some different furniture in this room. My amazing shout out to my stager, Gina Ross, for coming in and kind of tweaking what the sellers already had to create even more of a space. All right, so downstairs we have a half bath, and I wanted to talk about kind of a quick upgrade. So you can see here, this is gonna be your Builder Basic flat mirror. What they have done is they've added a little piece of wood, they've done a light kind of grayish stain on it, added these hinges to the corner and given it this really great rustic farmhouse look. A little bit more in labor intensive and time consuming. They have stained this cabinet, which was originally a dark brown, and given it this kind of, again, whitewash with a blue undertone. So coming back over here, we've got stairs up to the second floor, which we will take a tour of shortly. We have the wonderful Harry Potter closet. Plenty of storage, so if you guys aren't interested in the attic, or you just have a lot of extra stuff that you don't use all the time, this is a great space to keep that. And here we go. Look at this living room. Windows galore. Space for days. So you've got this wonderful open living dining space. And the kitchen right here, I would say, is the highlight of this home. This is not one that you see every day, especially in this price range. So this home is listed for $315,000, and with this, you've got a double oven, you've got the built-in microwave, you've got the glass cooktop, cabinets for days. Let's look over here. So let's say you have some extra appliances, storage needs. You've got the pantry space to take care of all of your food product. And then here we go, right into your dining room. So this really is, again, just an amazing living space that is really hard to find, especially in this price point. And this right here, this island, I think, is what sold the home, not only to the current owners, but to the people that are currently interested in making this their next home. So I wanted to talk a little bit about staging this space. So this is the couch that was existing, the owner's TV, and what we did is we had Gina come in and she just shifted some things around. She also added a little bit more greenery, some additional lamps, and the curtains. So some people do curtains, some people don't. I think that curtains just add an elegance. The other trick is you see how close they are to the ceiling? It just elongates the room, and it just makes this even feel like a higher ceiling than it already is. Coming over here, did a rug under the dining room table, kind of warming up this space, also designating it for a dining space, because this is not always what you might use it for, but in this case, we wanted to take advantage of the fun chandelier and really kind of make this your dining space. Back into the kitchen. So if you guys are gonna be living in your home, I would highly recommend taking notes for selling, because these are some of the appliances and or kitchen tools that work well for staging, but I would highly recommend anything additional be tucked away, out of sight, out of mind, which is exactly what we did here. All right, so staging really is one of my favorite things about selling real estate. Over the years, I have done it myself. I've worked with my clients to do it. And then lately I've been using Gina because she just has the inventory and an amazing eye. So together we work really hard with my clients. So regardless if they're gonna be living in the home while we're selling it or vacating and leaving us some furniture or completely leaving it vacant, she and I have had a really good system to come up. We'll do a talk with the owners, ask if certain pieces could stay, work with what they've got if they're gonna be living in the home, or she'll bring in her own set of furniture and use it to really make a space feel like a home. And especially in this time, I've been using the iGuide. So like I'm doing this virtual walkthrough with you guys right now, the iGuide allows people online to walk through the home and they can really see everything. But in a vacant property, it doesn't really have the same impact. So walking from one corner of a vacant carpeted room, or in this case, laminate, just wouldn't have the same appeal. If you were a buyer, visualize this with no furniture. It just would not have the same homey feel in it. And I think that staging just really hit it over the edge, not only with the professional photography, but also that walkthrough, so that when you're walking through, you have a designation, and versus this corner to that corner would have probably felt smaller if we didn't have the table. But I am a huge, huge fan of this space in that kitchen. And I don't even cook, y'all, and I would definitely use that double oven. So let's go upstairs and take a look. Quick note here, if you are planning to sell your home, we do a lot of make-ready recommendations. They include window washing, but also carpet cleaning. A lot of us are probably not going to need to or have to replace our carpet before selling. So doing that deep clean really does just add a whole new life to your carpet, makes it feel fresh and clean for the other people, especially if you have pets and or small children. It really just freshens up a room, and you never know what the next buyer is going to be looking for. So as you can see, we've got this great space upstairs. Gina has this staged more as a media room, but as a mom of small children, I envision a lot more toys in this space, to each their own. Great gaming space. I know that you could get a lot of moves in, Dance Dance Revolution. You've got all the space right here to make that happen. So let's walk over here. This is the master retreat. And this one, we can only take minimal credit for. So these sellers actually reached out to a designer and had this room created into this really peaceful, tranquil retreat that you guys are seeing right now. Gina came in, tweaked a couple of things. Just when they moved out, some of their personal items were removed. But overall, this was the master bedroom I got to walk into when I was touring the home for listing. And I think it makes such an impact. How nice would this be to come home and this be your master bedroom? I mean, just lovely, lovely, lovely. And I think that's something to talk about too, is that staging doesn't just have to happen when you're selling your home. There is a lot of opportunity for you guys to take advantage of some of these tricks that we use to sell a home and make them, useful everyday life. So we've got double vanity in here. Come over here, we got some towel racks, a nice linen closet, walk-in shower, really nice spacious walk-in closet in the master. So lots of opportunity here. And then again, this is another great quick fix-up. I think add some knobs on these counters, the cabinets. Maybe swap out this light fixture for one that's a little bit more, style du jour or your personal taste. And you could really upgrade this bathroom even more than it already is. And do something similar color-wise if you wanted to kind of pull into the color scheme happening in here. The tile in that shower actually matches this wall tile really well. And so I could really see these all flowing together into a really great space. All right, let's continue. So we're not done yet. So far we've got a downstairs office bonus room. We have the open living dining kitchen, game room up, oversized master. And then we have the full secondary bath, which has double vanity. I know that's a big selling feature that a lot of my clients look for, especially if they've got multiple people upstairs sharing a bathroom. You've got a cute little tile surround in there, just adds a little bit more of an upgraded feel. Here is another staging trick that I love that Gina does. So look how high the shower curtain is. This is awesome. Again, it just really elongates the eye. It makes the bathroom feel bigger and taller, and it just gives it a little bit more of that like posh, polished look. Okay, so here we go. Right here, we've got 3 bedrooms plus another closet, storage galore. So again, the sellers were gracious enough to leave the bedroom setting. Gina came in, added her own little flair, hung some curtains. Let me show you guys these closets. Walk-in closet here. Let's walk across over here to the nursery. So this is another question, to each their own. So initially when we talked about this room, as you can see, adorable, adorable nursery, right? But what if you don't have a small kid? In this situation, because we were able to keep the crib, the smaller child furniture in place, I personally did not feel like we needed to remove the owl, the tree, vinyl stick-on that you see on the wall. I think it really just added just like a really cute space. So even if this isn't gonna be your baby's room, it feels really good in this space. And again, I didn't think you needed to neutralize that paint color. Now, if the house had been vacant, highly would have recommended that this room be neutralized and all aspects of quote unquote nursery be removed. All right, so let me walk you in here. So this is the third secondary bedroom. Again, curtains, the light in here is fantastic. You've got another walk-in closet and another bed set. So this home lives really well. You know, obviously my folks are a family living in this space, but this could easily be set up well for maybe a roommate situation. It could work really well for multi-generational living because you've got your own little private corners, you've got multiple living areas. And then let's go outside really quickly. And out there, I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit more about staging. All right, so this is pretty unique and not something you see every day. So this ladder right here goes up to a second tier. And over here, you can see in the neighbors, they've got a garden going. But this is a really fun, like extra living space. It also is so private. So neighbors over here have done a kind of cool bamboo theme. Over here, they've got their own deck, but there's not a lot of like, you know, looking into your backyard. This is also hard to find in this price point. But yes, again, this really cool, it is a retaining wall, but how neat is that to have that extra garden space up top? So, I mean, just plenty of options up there. And then down here, you've got this really nice pergola, green grass backyard, happy fig tree. And then we also did a little bit of light staging out here. So we've, you know, added a couple of pillows, shifted a couple of things around just to make sure that this felt like a really welcoming space for people. Okay. So again, staging, so important. This home is amazing, and it would have been amazing with or without staging, but the staging that we were able to put into place with the help of not only the homeowners who did a really amazing job of clearing out their stuff, listening to myself and Gina, really working together with us so that we could create this amazing property that you saw today. And obviously, this is not how all of us live our life. I mean, my house would never, ever stay this good. I'd try in the morning, by lunchtime, forget about it. But for showing your home, walking into something like this that just feels like a home, but in a home that you would love to have yourself. I mean, that is where staging comes into play. It is so special to give that not only to your owners as kind of their final goodbye to a property, but also to buyers and making them walk into space and like, I want to live here. Again, envision this kitchen either, you know, set up as normally our kitchens would look or completely empty of all piece. I feel like it would just have felt kind of large, very white, countertop, and not a lot of warmth. Just adding these small pieces, especially keeping the appliances that most of us are gonna have out, such as, you know, good old KitchenAid mixer, toaster, coffee pot you saw over here, and even the place settings. This just really gives it that homey feel that I think just tops, you know, everything for the next buyer and makes it feel like a home. And ultimately, that's what staging does. It takes a property that either is lived in or vacant, and it makes it feel like the home that anybody could live in. So I'm a really big fan. This property is awesome. I am excited to say we went on the market on Saturday. We have multiple offers, and we should have an executed contract today. If you guys have any other questions, do not hesitate to reach out. Again, I'm Rachel Fallon with Compass Real Estate. Thanks so much for checking in.